The song you are currently listening to is a cover of Super Mario Galaxy's Gusty Garden Galaxy by insaneintherainmusic. It's a beautiful cover to one of my favorite songs and one of my favorite games. However, unless Insane in the Rain or Carlos secured licenses to upload these songs onto YouTube, all of his covers are technically illegal.
Now, disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer. I have spoken to one, but none of this is legitimate legal advice or anything. This is just my understanding of the law as it pertains to the United States of America, as it pertains to video game music covers on YouTube. Now, when you upload a video to YouTube or any other social media platform, you are publishing a creation that you've made to the world. And if you are using any content that you don't own entirely, you would need the proper permission to distribute such materials. In my case, since I'm mostly uploading covers of music composed by other people, you need specific licenses, like an arrangement license just to give you the permission to arrange the music, a print license for distributing the sheet music of your arrangement, and a synchronization license for giving you the right to synchronize your piece of music with a video that gets uploaded on YouTube. I don't have these licenses for pretty much any of my songs, with a very, very, very few exceptions. So does that mean basically all the videos are illegal? Well, yes. This is true.
Despite this, very rarely do you see video game companies enforce their copyright on song covers. It seems most game companies and developers understand that it really doesn't matter if content creators use their music in their videos, as they generally see that the publicity is beneficial for their company. Imagine if Toby Fox copyright claimed every single video that contained Undertale music. Not only would that be absolute fucking mayhem, but I don't think Undertale or Deltarune would have reached that insane meme status and popularity it has now if people weren't allowed to use his music for memes or background music if they feared copyright. From my experience on YouTube, there are only a few instances where content creators have to deal with music copyright due to game soundtracks.
Before we begin, I wanted to quick say, I actually had a lot of trouble with getting this video online because it turns out Square Enix really likes to copyright claim Final Fantasy VIII music, specifically the Eyes on Me track.
But those are few and far between. At least right now, I don't see Nintendo claiming covers or videos that use Nintendo songs in the background. Kyumu, the consoles, Amelie, and of course Insane in the Rain music, to my knowledge, have not received copyright claims from Nintendo for covering and remixing their songs. And neither, to my knowledge, have content creators like Scott the Woz, the Jay Witz, Chugga Conroy, and fuck it, even me, the pristine Nintendo hater Swamp3, have not gotten claimed by Nintendo for using their music in our videos. From what I've just told you, you might think Nintendo generally doesn't copyright claim or strike any channel or video that uses Nintendo music. But if you've been a bit on the gaming side of the internet, you know that it's only partially true.
Nintendo is just resistant to making those easily accessible via streaming, or hell, making them easy to buy in some way for that matter.
One thing that most games have in common include having their soundtrack available on YouTube or other music streaming sites, whether it was uploaded by the company themselves, like with Sega and Square Enix, or by fans of their own game. In the case of Nintendo, to obtain their music, you have to rely on the latter method, fans ripping their music directly from their games. But here lies the problem. Nintendo seems to be taking these music rips off of YouTube and striking down big channels that do this. Obviously, in terms of copyright, they're in their right to do this, but there are so many ways that they could have handled this situation better. Gilva Sunner was one of these creators that were affected, and they provided many different ways Nintendo could have done, such as claiming and monetizing the uploads, as opposed to going with the nuclear option of blocking all the videos. And that sucks because Nintendo themselves rarely, if at all, provides resources for fans to listen to and obtain their music. These rare instances include having Jump Up Superstar available on iTunes, having their Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl soundtracks only available to listen to on the Pokemon website, and releasing physical soundtracks. But again, these are only rare instances for select songs. Nintendo themselves don't put most of their game soundtracks on their YouTube channels or streaming sites. So for people to conveniently listen to Nintendo music, they have to rely on fellow fans getting rips from their games. Obviously, you can still find Nintendo songs on YouTube, but there is a scary possibility that many of the channels that are providing the music will have their videos blocked and their channels struck. It's simply not that feasible for Nintendo to expect fans to go around listening to their music using their Switch running Smash Ultimate when they can more easily provide soundtracks on smartphones. Hopefully in the future, Nintendo will provide their music on streaming platforms, because not only are their songs fire, but it would be good for the gaming community too.